Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, um, the news is that Walter Amada has been fired from Paramount. Why? Because here's the thing: if Michael Bay is our director, is once again director for the Transformers franchise, why would Walter Amada let him do that? I think most of all Walter Amada would not let him do that since he and Bay don't get along at all. Also, I think that people have seen what Walter Amada has done, and I think this is the reason why he got fired and Michael Bay is now rehired to be director again. Who could be at Paramount to have hired him would have been Christopher McQuarrie. And here's the thing. Today also this is gonna be a video for Sega to allow for them to redeem themselves, alright? First of all, Sega, if you want to redeem yourself with the whole Sonic franchise since you turn it into a soft reboot, no continuity mess, here's how I could tell you to fix it. For one, you have to reboot Sonic. Second of all, you have to put Sonic back to the dark, mature, and adult direction the way he is. The way that his franchise was, I mean. Second of all, you're gonna have to, of course, let Sonic be with Sally again. Because here's the thing. What happened to their relationship since they last met? Explain that. Explain that to me. You're also going to have to hire Zack Snyder, David Ayer, Michael Bay, and Christopher McQuarrie to do that reboot. Now, this is going to be my speculation, but I feel like Christopher McQuarrie originally wanted to do a Sonic film as well. Because remember with the original Sonic film, he was Tom Cruise, Christopher McQuarrie's friend, he was gonna be the cop, and I feel like that Christopher McQuarrie at some point was gonna, make that Sonic film, because remember what he said about his Man of Steel, and people wanted to compare the original version of the Sonic film to be Man of Steel. I feel like Christopher McQuarrie was gonna do that with Sonic before things change. Christopher McQuarrie, Zack Snyder, David Ayer, Michael Bay. Let me know if any of you have your visions for your versions of Sonic. If I am the only one that has that, then please hire me so that we could get this vision, realized. Sega, here's what I am going to say to you. You are going to have to, of course, release the adult Sonally Trilogy. If you do not do that, then you're going to have to sell Sonic. And who are they going to have to sell Sonic to? Who? It will be Sony. Because you have to remember, Sony is going to own Paramount. And remember, they originally were going to do the Sonic movie with Sega, but then Sega decided to just, leave them in favor of Paramount. I think Sony is coming back to Paramount to get the rights to Sonic, since they are kind of mad that Sega did not allow them to, or any of the people that they hire to let them do Sonic. Yeah. Here's also a thing. Since the Sonic franchise now has low stocks since Sega has, $6 left, which is very bad. Like, it's not good at all. I think they're gonna have to release the Sonally Trilogy. I mean, release the adult Sonally Trilogy to, get their money back. Or else they're gonna have to sell the Sonic franchise to another company. Yeah. And here's the thing. I feel like that Sony is the evolved version of Sega. And of course, this is the reason why we don't need Sega anymore, since Sony already had taken up their place. Don't believe me? Sony were also rivals to other video game companies. Well, except for Xbox. Because, and of course Activision, since Sony and Activision, they're like brothers. Anyways, so yeah, here's the thing. Remember, for Sega, hashtag release the Adult Sonally Trilogy, and of course, hashtag reboot Sonic. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright? Bye.